how should the middle class person prepare for his or her retirement?
There are four things that a person needs to do in order for him to retire, him or she to retire. Number one, you need to learn how to create money. You need to learn how to make money. There are a lot of ways to make money. You can go to employment, or if not, you can start an enterprise, you can go into sales. But creation is not enough. Second thing that you need to do is you should learn how to handle money. When I say handle money, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you save. You should learn how to budget. You should learn how to stay out of debt. And if you are in debt, you should learn how to get out of debt, even before retirement. And number three, you should learn also how to grow your money. That's the third thing. It's not how much money you make, it's not how much money you save, it's how much money you grow. Why? There will come a time that you and I will stop working. The moment you and I stop working, we stop earning. But the problem is we do not stop spending. So no matter how much money you have in your savings account, once there's no cash flow, it will be depleted. It will be all used up. And last but not least, in order for us to retire comfortably, we should learn also how to protect our money. When I say protect your money, you should learn how to protect yourself from eventualities. Like for example, emergencies. Like for example, you need to have healthcare. You need to have, as you grow old, you need more medication. So you need to have a healthcare program. And not only that, you need also to protect yourself, your family, especially if you are the breadwinner of the family. You need to have what we call as a protection, just in case that you would leave an inheritance money so that they can be able to live comfortably for the rest of their lives.
Sir, alam naman natin na timeless advice is to always save a part of your salary. Of course, marami tayong pinagkakasavan dapat, education, family expenses in the future. Pero for retirement, for example, for a middle-aged person, ilang percent dapat ng salary yung ialagay for the retirement?
That's a very good question. When it comes to savings, it's never about the percentage. First things first, it's about developing the habit of savings, because savings is a habit. The percentage will depend on the comfortability of the person or the dedication of the person. When I was young, I was taught on how to do this formula. It's called 50-25-25. Again, I repeat, 50-25-25. 50% goes to savings, 25% goes to investment or growing or a business. 25% I can only spend. So imagine when I earn, let's say, 1,000 pesos, 500 pesos goes to savings, 250 goes to business for investment, and 250 I can spend. If I should spend probably right now 100,000 a month, if that's my lifestyle, it means I have to earn 400,000. 200,000 goes to savings, 100,000 goes to investment or business, 100,000 I can only spend. Ever since I was young, I was trained to do and think, the more I spend, the more I save, because the priority is savings. But you don't have to copy that formula. All you need to do is just copy the model, the principle. You change the percentage. You can probably start with 5%, 10%. It all depends on the comfortability of the person.
Of course, pero ang prefer nyo is 5 to 10%.
Yeah, because you must start
for the retirement. For the retirement.
Yes,
yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so 5 to 10%. You mentioned that 50% for savings. Di ba? Ang alam ko is ang culture is that 10 to 30%. Di ba malaking 50%?
For me, it's not a problem because ever since I was young, I was trained to think like that. If you are already kind of mature and then you're going to start with that type of aim, it would be very, very difficult. Because I always tell people, children are just like wet cement. Whatever you teach them, whatever you imprint, it will last for a lifetime.
Okay, so 50% for savings, 25% for investment. Let's go naman dun sa, diba, so we have 5 to 10% sa retirement.
Yeah.
Yung other savings, at saan ba dapat mapunta? For example, insurance premiums ba? Or fund, trust fund? Or
yeah, just like what I mentioned, again, it's growing and protection. When it comes to growing, you cannot only put your money in the bank because inflation will eat you up. Bank interest only gives you 1% interest per annum. But there are some financial investment like mutual fund or UITF that you can get into. It can give you a higher yield from 5% to 30% interest per annum. And that is what most people do not know. So aside from UITF or mutual fund, one thing, another financial instrument that you can also look is, especially it's being offered by